welcome. We are on the next session on website creation fast using WordPress. So before we start, we will need to have a domain name. So some of the domain name that we will think about is normally linked to so-called SEO function, which is search engine optimization, which we will cover in search engine optimization topic. But to start off, we need to get the domain going. So some basic idea is that whatever that you're going to focus on, that will be our project, our domain name. For example, three different scenario. First scenario, of course, is a general public website. That is what we're going to make. It's like, for example, I want to do some property related website that can I use across all the property that I have for me to sell. For example, www.propertyfactsheet.com, that's my domain. So I cater to a lot of properties from Singapore to Cambodia to Vietnam to Thailand, etc., etc. Some of our other of our teammates, they do have their public domain. For example, Singapore Property for Sale.info or even mysgprop.com. All these are general domain whereby we do not specifically link to any particular project. I would just say that it's just like a listing general website. So this is what we're going to create. Alternatively, you can think about so you can think about some of the domain name that is actually related to property, Singapore Property for Sale, property on sale. But of course, the domain must be available. Usually we use .com, which is the cheapest form of domain. You can consider to use .com.sg, but I personally feel no need to spend the extra money because .com.sg is more expensive than .com. So that is some suggestion. So think about some domain name that suit you. The other school of thought, some of the agent, they actually decided to brand themselves. In fact, to brand or anything else, they just put www.AlvinTay.com. So this is some of the ways that people start to some of the agents started to moving. So this is what I mean by second idea they can use, think about to create your website. And of course, the lastly, I will not advise at this point of time. It's more project oriented. For example, we got 4th Avenue residences. This is a very project oriented domain name. So particularly you can only use for this project, and after this project the website is basically no use. So unless you are going to focus on those targeted project, if not, I will advise you to go for general public domain name like property factory or property something, etc. Yes. So ultimately, like I say, all this is for SEO purposes. Basically, domain key is what we call keyword. It has to be part of your domain to enhance Google search engine. For example, what we talked about just now, 4th Avenue. Why do people want to choose 4th Avenue? Because it's one of the keyword that people search, and Google will deem the search as a higher category than general website like, let's say I say propertyfactory.com/property/4th Avenue. So they will so-called have a higher ranking because they do have the keyword in their main domain name. So I hope that you have a brief understanding of how to choose a domain. So think about it. We will need the domain in our next session, domain name in next session, so that we can actually start the website creation to give you a very fast start on your website creation. Thank you. So hope you managed to learn something from this video and subscribe to more videos just like this. Just click and tap the screen on the right for the next lesson, or look at the description for the previous lesson. For another video from me, just click and tap the screen on the right. And until then, I will be bringing you the best knowledge for real estate, for creating your own real estate business. Keep crushing it, and we will talk soon.